not that big of a deal. I reset stuff like that, I'm gonna have to take even longer to get good RNG. I think when I do 100%, I'm gonna start with like to taking whatever for the first like at least one, maybe two runs, and then once I set my eyes on a target time, that's when I can start going a little bit more strict. I think I'm gonna go for 3 guards for 100%. Back when I did episode 2 100% last time, I noticed that I had no reference point. So I had no idea how good my times were. I had a theory that I could save 40 seconds on a split, but I never did. So I was like, what's going on here? Either I just suck or I'm just severely overrating or underrating the split in my PV. Or my goal, I guess. That was bad. I have to be fast if I want to make early Roshan now. Actually, he was rather slow, so it's still fine. No, hold on. I want to beat it first. Once I get a run I'm happy with, I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. So the 31-39 I won't, but if I get like a 31-30, I'll probably upload that. Yeah. Hopefully I can just like PB the same stream so I don't have to. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, so still have a few hours in me, but even I have limits. I don't have a 2-year badge though, hold on, that's the entire thing. Oh wow, 0 guards, oh my god. Insane! I didn't pay attention to the pattern this time though. Seems like a fast pattern as well. Hell yeah. We have a run? Wow. Bison, Arpeggio, Contessa. Yeah, okay, that's like a standard pattern. It also, when you get like those kind of patterns where you get Arpeggio and Bison as the first two, regardless of the order, you have to pay attention to the guard next to Roshan. Ooh, that's a bad guard position. Might be better. Nah, I'll just take damage here. He stopped. If he kept going, I would have just taken damage later instead. Super slow. Guess I can skip taking the damage at least. Which means I have to do a different GSM here. Just more strict. Yeah, it's still slow though. It's much slower than the intended damage points. You'll probably be able to see how much it lost when you see the next card here. On his what's it called, points. Yeah, he started moving. Last time I already had the key at this point in my PB when he started moving on the bridge. So it probably lost me like 2-3 seconds. I have no idea where the guard is gonna spawn now. He might have spawned already. Okay, he spawned there. Yeah, like a 2-3 second time loss.
이제 훔친 열쇠들을 잠긴 윈치로 가져가서 성문 다리를 내리도록 해. 머리와 내가 궁전 안으로 들어갈 수 있어.
At least that movement wasn't too bad after the... Actually, after... I was gonna say after the job complete screen, but also to the winch was actually not that bad. 2.3 is pretty much exactly what I estimated. Like just shy of 2.5 was what I had in my head. Like 2 points. Yeah, I was gonna say like 2.3-ish.
턱시도가 없으면 들어갈 수 없어. 아, 미안 슬라이. 정장을 입어야 한다는 사실을 완전히 까먹었어. 턱시도를 입지 않으면 안에 들여보내지 않을 거야. 너무 자책하지 마, 벤틀리. 이 정도 규모의 파티하면 어딘가 남는 턱시도가 있을 거야.
It's the matter is basically surviving against my PB up until I guess dominate the dance floor. Really, it's after like dominate the dance floor doesn't matter, and then the 2 splits after is where I can save time. Most of the time that I can save is basically there. Like there's 38 seconds between sum of best and my PB. 20 roughly is on those 2 splits. So
각 방마다 턱시도의 일부분이 들어 있을 확률이 크다고. 알았지? 방 안에서 뭘 찾아야 하지? 확실한 건 아니고 일단 무조건 뒤져서 턱시도의 일부분을 찾도록 해.
in fact, I have more time saved there than 2 of my goals or whatever. I can gold those splits, is what I'm trying to say. At least the one. The elephant rampage split. I got spotted early. I wonder where this card is gonna be. Okay, interesting. He might be an issue when I come out of the room now. He's gonna hit me, yeah. That's bad. I could tell the second I entered the room that that guard was gonna hit me. And getting hit by that guard is super bad. It means he's gonna hit you on the way out as well. And if he hits you on the way out, you're gonna get hit in the hallway as well. So that guard hitting you is basically like 3 hits. Unless you somehow play like a god. Very bad angle, but it still worked out. It was further back than normal, it felt like. I think, I could be wrong, but I think he was like a step further back than he usually is. Come on, this is a pretty bad split so far. At least I didn't get hit by the end guard. It's not a catastrophe, but it's not a good split. Okay. Okay, the guard spawned, and then didn't get the other guards to spawn. So I'm a bit worried where this guard will spawn now. Okay, he spawned somewhere, I don't know where. That was a bit risky. Jumped a bit early.
우리 압박하게 될 거야. 미사일과 총 같은 것으로 잔뜩 무장하고 있지. 저 녹슨 포탑을 가지고 헬기를 멋지게 제거하자고. 우와, 옛날에 가지고 놀던 장난감이랑 크게 다르지는 않겠지. 왼쪽 칩을 이용해서 조준을 하고 아론 버튼을 끊어 발사하도록 해. 하지만 조심해 머레이. 나는 너무 오랫동안 총을 사격하게 되면 총이 뜨거워져서 시켜야 되거든. 한번 충으로.
Okay, he was nice to me. For once. Good split.
하늘은 이제 이상 없어?
My nail is kind of awkward. Well, we survived until dominate the dance floor, which is like a feat in itself, I suppose. Shit. Well, we're losing time on the split though, but whatever.
물론이지. 난 여기 춤추러 왔다고. 그럼 들어가십시오.
Hopefully that doesn't lose me too much. 0.5, 0.6. My PB had a goat tie there, because I had perfect movement. The perfect movement saves like 0.2. It's not nothing to write home about, but standard movement. If you compare to standard movement, that's like 0.4, 0.5 off. I think. Maybe less. Maybe I'm being overly analytic about the entire thing. But I have some time save on RC bombing, and I have a lot of time save on Elephant Rampage. If I have a good RC bombing, I probably will go a little bit safe on RC bombing. Take off his mask. Imagine if Sly took off his mask here. Isn't it just stylish to wear a mask in 2004? The entire point where I was like saying, oh, I lost so much time on this split is because this is an auto scroller. You should never save too much time on the split, really. Or save or lose too much time on the split, rather. So if I lose half a second here, that is like a lot for this split. Should always be within like 0.3. Especially now that we have an auto splitter that splits to the frame, or plus minus a frame in 60 FPS. And when we have a flash to go off of, it can only go late, so... So plus minus, by plus minus 1 frame I basically mean plus 1 frame. In parentheses, I guess. Or plus minus half a frame. It doesn't make any sense though, to say. They're all the same model, yep. If they ever remake this game, I hope they keep that. Of course, they like make the model more modern or whatever, but keep it like similar. Okay, let's see how much time we lose here. No, my run is dying. 0.9. No, my run. Imagine what a nerd you have to be to sit here and play a children's game from 2004 where you're crying over losing less than a second on a dancing minigame. Yeah, please give me a good cycle here, or pattern here. There's an early job trigger hit you can do here, but it's very precise. So well, I can see a bomb mid-air. Does this mean Bentley is gonna get flown to the side? Yep. Yo, read. Yeah, it's here. Standard. I don't like this. Okay. Where are you going? This way? Yeah, okay, that was good. Considering the pattern. That could have been the same pattern as last, or as in my PB actually. It was on the way. I actually finished it before I could see what pattern it was. But it was looking like it was going to be the same pattern as my PB. Which is a bad pattern. The main difference was that I didn't miss those two that I missed in my PB. And then I think I lost like missed an extra bomb after though. Then I kind of followed the car more closely when it took the turn, because I was guessing, it took a gamble, that was going to be the same pattern as my PB, and it paid off. I don't know if there is a pattern where he turns right there. It could be. Don't know at the top of my head. If he then goes around and then takes a right, if there's a pattern. There's not that many patterns actually. I'm gonna guess there's less than 10 patterns in total. Probably like 8. And most of them start with taking the bridge, so that was why I wasn't that sure. Okay, let's see here. Elephant Rampage. Okay, standard start. Please just make the bridge jump. I missed this in PB. My god. Do I jump here into the water? No. That would be a risky strat, but it would also be the faster strat, I guess. I'm not sure if it would even save time, because I'm on the first elephant. It doesn't really matter. Unless I try and go for the over the side hair strat, which would be faster, I'm pretty sure, but would also be a lot riskier. Here, I'll jump into the water. Don't think that's gonna work. It did. Okay. Do we do it again? I guess I will. Please. Okay. Okay, we're not golding, but we're saving like, I don't know, 11. Actually, maybe we're gold. Guess my gold has I messed up some movement there. So worth a job trigger. Okay, so I tied my gold basically. New strat. Not too comfortable with the strat yet. Okay, I missed it. Missed it again. Missed it again. 4 times? Okay, got it. Probably breaks even with the regular or the old strat. Using it that many times. So we're losing a lot of time here now. How much?
보안장금 스위치로 가서 나와 머레이를 들여보내죠.
9, I think. My PB got a second try though. So maybe more like 8.
머레이면은 널 인정해. 이제 다음으로 넘어가자. 무도회장 위에 있는 전기 윈치를 조정할 수 있으려면 금거실의 컴퓨터를 모두 해킹해야 돼. 그러면 나와 슬라이는 여기에 왜 있는 거지? 내가 서버에 들어가는 즉시 우린 발각될 거야. 아, 너희들은 놈들이
That was really bad though. It's a bit unfortunate.
머레이면은 두려움을 몰라. 정화 들어갔어. 레벨 6 방어벽을 해킹하는 중에.
If I can just get the fast end, I guess this will still be like an okay split overall. Or not split, but a run overall. The split would be bad anyway. So this job in a nutshell. So Bentley has to do 5 like hack levels, I think. And he starts at 5. He's currently at 4. It's basically an auto scroller until he's done with number 1. And once he's done with number 1, he says a line, and then when he says that line, he's actually done. Even though the line he says, "Oh, I'm so close," he's actually done. So after he says that line, there's like a few seconds of buffer, I guess, and then once there's no guards in the loaded area, which is like basically this platform, excluding like the bridges or whatever. Actually, are there 5 or this 6? Might be 6. Anyway, each hack takes 20 seconds, and then there's movements in between. So basically, you'll see me look at the timer when Bentley runs back to the computer. I'll take note of the time, and then I'll start looking to kill the guards once there's like, I don't know, 5 seconds left till the timer is gonna hit that number, or maybe even less. I think less actually, yeah. So this is level 2. So after this, I'm gonna look at the timer. I know my gold is at the next hack at 3:35. PB is 3:36. I lost a lot of time on this bit, so we'll see. It's worse than I thought, it seems. 46, okay. 46. So 06 is the end. Okay, clean end. I lost more than 9 seconds though on this split, unfortunately. 46, that means I'm gonna lose 11 to my gold, 10 to PB. I think. No, less, okay. So maybe that 9-second was a good guess after all. With a good operation here, I can be happy with this time easily. Still. with like an average operation, I guess this can be okay. Yo, Neon. Once you get the SSD, you're gonna have to re-download the games and such, obviously. It's not awfully, like, it doesn't matter which SSD you get as long as it's fast enough. The PS3 has a cap at 300 megabytes per second, and like the modern ones has way over 500. But the thing is, you always want to be over this threshold, that's the thing. So you want an SSD where it's like, where at its lowest, it will still be over 300. That's what you're looking for in an SSD. And that's why we recommend like known brands instead of like cheap SSDs. Because the speed is obviously fluctuating, right? And of course they're gonna advertise with the peak speed. They're not gonna advertise with like an average. That was a good bridge. So this is gonna be a good operation if I don't like die. So this should be like a, I don't know, 31-23 or something. I don't know, we'll see. 22 maybe. I know Cooper, back when we ran on English, Cooper had like, he looked at the timer and then he just like knew when or what the end time was gonna be, but I think he looked at it later. Yeah, like I don't have a sick SSD, I have like a pretty good SSD. It was good when I bought it, but that was like years ago, obviously, and technology is, you know, skyrocketing, so... Camera. Skyrocketing, so... Also, size doesn't matter, obviously. One thing to note is that for some reason, I think this is still the case, when a PS3 is downloading a game, it's both downloading it and copying it at the same time. So if you wanna download a 10 gigabyte game, you actually need 20 gigabytes of space, and it's so stupid. Like, why would they make it like that? I'm not sure if that's still the case, but it at least was back in the day. Other than that, size doesn't matter at all. Like 120 gigs is still plenty for basically anything speedrun related. Like at the moment I have Sly 2 installed, Sly 2 installed, Sly 3 and Sly 4. I used to have Sly 1 as well, but not anymore. Yes, I have two Sly 2s. Having many games doesn't matter too much. It's just that if you have more than like 5, that's when it starts getting a bit like slow. Especially if you use like disk for them. If you have a disk in your PS3, it's slower. We think anyway. Of course, all these things are like maybe 0.1 seconds each reset, but I mean it adds up, right? There's like 35, I think, resets in the game. Depending on your reset speed, I guess, but still. So if you lose 1 second each time, then, well, 35 seconds lost. You have 4 PS3s, I only have 2. I need to up my game. I know Mikkel has like a mountain of mostly broken PS3s, but still like a mountain of PS3s. I was actually considering to buy a backup PS3, so that if my PS3 ever breaks, I will be prepared with a backup one.
탈출구는 내가 RCL기로 봐둘게. 경비원들은 내가 책임질 테니까 넌 계속 움직이라고. 아주 무거운걸. 이거 긴장되는걸.
The thing is though, if I ever want to buy a PS3, I'm probably gonna go to AG because AG is like the eBay master. Of course I'm gonna buy a Norwegian one because there's no point not to. Cheaper shipping and stuff, easier to get it. Like there's no niche laws I have to worry about if I do it in Norway, so just do it in Norway. So I'd use a Norwegian site, but I would still ask AG because AG is the eBay god, eBay / other sites. Yes. I've never actually managed to nuke India before. You can nuke India. There's a glitch there where you crash the game. We call it nuking India. So you basically hardlock your game.
How does this happen to me? I made my mistake, got nowhere to run. The run goes on as I reset the way. I'm sick of this life.
Hell yeah. That's a good time. Unfortunate about the, I think, 9 seconds of time loss on Boardroom Brawl. Probably more like 10, 11 if you compare to like a perfect split. But